In the shadow of the oak, by the dusty gravel lane, there's a scarf you left behind, fluttering like a flame. The road where we once walked under endless azure skies, now just a silent path where my lonely heart lies. On this timeless road, the world stood still. Your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spilled on this timeless road where my dreams unfulfilled. Old porch creaks as I think on days long gone. Cabin empty like the heartache drawn upon my soul. You rode away with the dawn to a place where I can't follow. Left me with the echoes of our yesterdays so hollow. On this timeless road, the world stood still. Your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spilled on this timeless road where my dreams unfulfilled. The rust on my saddle, the cracks in my boots speak of the miles and the solitary routes. Yet in every gust, your laughter twines through the whispering pines, across the fading lines. On this timeless road, I stand alone, heart bound to the dust where your light once shone. In the quiet of the night, under stars still and bright, I walk this timeless road in the fading twilight. In the dusky shadow of the oak's embrace, there stands an old house on the prairie's face. Its windows blind eyes that once looked on mine, where the whispers of the past through the ivy entwine. Oh, that old house called my name in the voice of a lost love's sweet refrain. Rustling leaves and a porch of worn gray, a saddle hangs lonely where we once used to lay. The years past the door, hinges learn to creak, just like my bones on this trail I seek. The scarf you left still dances in the wind, a specter of silk where our memories are pinned. That old house called my name, echoing walls up a gentle smoldering flame. Faded trails and a sunset that bleeds in the quiet heart where forgotten love leads. Under the vast sky, my confessions laid bare to the roaming sands and the chill night air. An old guitar strums a chord so slight, harmonies lost in the coming of the night. Yes, that old house called my name, a whisper on the wind, a wild, untamed flame. With each setting sun and rising moon's game, I'm bound to the land where my heart remains. So I ride these trails where the lonely winds moan, an echo of a call from a place once home. A cowboy wanders, but his story's the same, haunted forever by a house that spoke his name.
I ain't no saint and I got sins, but I don't lie just to fit in. I don't shake hands just to play the game. I'd rather walk alone and ride with shame. The world trades truth for fancy lines, but I still keep what's purely mine. My word, my fire, my worn out coat, and every scar that I never wrote. Call me stubborn, call me wild, call me just another outlaw child, but I ain't bending for no plan. I was born dirt tough and I'll die standing. I'm not rich, I'm not clean, but my soul's sharper than a Bowie blade's gleam. You can fake a crowd, but not this man. I might be the last real man. She once said, you're too damn proud. I just smiled, lit a smoke, walked out, 'cause I won't trade my steel spine for sweet talk and borrowed time. I sleep in fields, I sing the stars, and leave my name in old dive bars. I've lost more than I ever kept, but I never lied while I wept. Call me stubborn, call me wild, call me reckless, call me exile, but I won't kneel for gold or brand. I ride for truth with empty hands. I've seen preachers beg for fame and cowards curse their daddy's name, but I hold tight to who I am. Maybe the last real man. You want easy, go find the crowd. You want real, find me where the wolves still howl. So carve this on my stone someday. He rode alone but never strayed. He drank his pain and wore no brand, a free heart and a calloused hand. I won't be cloned, won't be planned. You can't copyright this land. I ain't famous, I ain't grand. I'm just the last real
In the shadow of the weeping oaks on Carson's Bend, I found an old scarf blue as the dusk whispering your name. There by the creek where first you kissed my sunburned skin, now just a ghost of summer rains and love that never waned. Lonely fire hides in the ashes of our past, burning remnants of a dream too sweet to last. Under starlit skies, my heart still tries to find you in the smoke of lonely firesides. The town's grown silent, porches empty, dust has settled down. Gravel roads that knew our steps now lead to nowhere's end. And I ride these empty trails with your memory as my guide, aching for the echo of a love that's long been dead. Lonely fire hides in the ashes of our past, burning remnants of a dream too sweet to last. As the sunset bleeds, my lonesome creed is whispered to the wind on plains no one else can see. Oh, and how the rivers run, never looking back, carving canyons deep as the regrets I've tracked. If I could hold you once again, break these rusted chains, I'd give these Roman bones to hear you call my name. Lonely fire hides is the keeper of my cries. In every crackling spark your laughter never dies. But tonight as the cold encroaches wide, I'll let the river's song lull this heartache into the night. Goodbye, my love, where a lonely fire hides. There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. A scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming round, but it's just echoes of silence. In the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flicker where her eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side.
Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night, I feel her close yet so far, a silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong. But every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. Her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound. I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down. In the chill of dawn, where the oak tree shadows lay, my boots tread silent on the frost beneath the sky so gray. The cold morning stood still by the creek that used to sing, with her scarf tied to the branch, whispering winds of spring. Oh, cold morning, you frozen time in this hollow heart, where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. The cabin now empty, where once love's fire burned bright, only cinders remain under the pale moonlight. Those gravel roads we wandered, faded trails long untrod, each step away from you, a silent prayer to God. Oh, cold morning, you frozen time in this hollow heart, where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. I've worn this old saddle, seen many a town, but your memory's the anchor that forever weighs me down. Underneath the vast sky, I am but a whisper, clutching at the breeze, the shadow of your whisper. Oh, cold morning, your ghost in the wind I chase, a heart bound to the past, a soul lost in its trace. With each setting sun, as the cold shadows fall, I'm a man of many trails, but for you, I'd forsake them all. In the shadow of the oak, by the dusty gravel lane, there's a scarf you left behind, fluttering like a flame. The road where we once walked, under endless azure skies, now just a silent path where my lonely heart lies. On this timeless road, the world stood still, your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spill on this timeless road, where my dreams unfulfilled. Old porch creaks as I think on days long gone, cabin empty like the heartache drawn upon my soul. You rode away with the dawn to a place where I can't follow, left me with the echoes of our yesterdays so hollow. On this timeless road, the world stood still, your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spill on this timeless road, where my dreams unfulfilled. The rust on my saddle, the cracks in my boots, speak of the miles and the solitary routes. Yet in every gust, your laughter twines through the whispering pines, across the fading lines. On this timeless road, I stand alone, heart bound to the dust where your light once shone. In the quiet of the night, under stars still and bright, I walk this timeless road in the fading twilight.
In the town of Rye, beneath the old oak shade, I first saw her smile as the daylight began to fade. The wind whispers secrets like old friends in the dark, her laughter a melody stark against the lark. The porch creaks softly under our weathered boots, sharing tales and whiskey, roots tangled in pursuit. Sundown painted her face in hues of gold and red. In that quiet town, my restless heart was led. Oh, I stays deep within my soul, where whispers of the wind try to console. The oak, the porch, her scarf caught in the breeze, like a lonesome song carried with ease. In my dreams she's dancing, forever aglow. Rye stays, but her love had to go. Years have turned like pages, the oak now stands alone. Gravel roads less traveled, reclaimed by overgrown. Her scarf a faded memory in the dust it lies. The cabin empty, safe from my silent cries. The rains came and washed away the tracks we made, leaving only echoes of the promises we laid. Now the sunsets bleed into a horizon unmet, in the heart of Rye, where my regrets are kept. Oh,
of the wind tried to console. The oak, the porch, her scarf caught in the breeze, like a lonesome song carried with ease. In my dreams she's dancing, forever aglow. Rice stays, but her love had to go. So here I wander, a shadow in the fading light, an old cowboy singing to the stars each night, holding on to a ghost in the dance of the past, wondering if memories are all that will last. Yes, rice days, where my heart beats slow, in the whispers of the pines, where the lost things go. The sun dips low, the night claims the sky, a cowboy alone, with his reasons why. She's a part of the land, a part of the woe. Rice stays in my soul, but I had to let her go. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild creek bends, stands an old house bound by the winds of lament. Leathered leaves whisper secrets of you in soft tones, where we dance 'neath the porch light, no sense of alone. Old house tied down, like my heart to your ghost, every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks so profound, in this lonely wild land where my sorrows are bound. Years drifted like tumbleweeds over dry plains, since the fire in your eyes turned to embers then waned. Now the saddle's unmounted and the scarf you love gone, just the echo of footsteps where our laughter once shone. Old house tied down, like my heart to your ghost, every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks so profound, in this lonely wild land where my sorrows are bound. Under the vast skies, where the red sun dips low, I wander these empty rooms, letting memories flow. With each creak of the timbers, I learn to forgive. In the solitude of sunsets, I'm learning to live. Old house tied down, but my heart's finding its way through the whispers of oak trees and the cool evening sway. Yet still I roam these quiet towns, a shadow in the dawn. Old house tied down, but your memory lives on. Cinematic and raw, the song echoes like a timeless lament from an era fading into the shadows of history, as the cowboy continues to ride, haunted but ever hopeful under the expanse of western skies. In a sleepy hollow 'neath the shadow of an ancient oak, their dandelion stood where we whispered words we never spoke. Your scarf still dances in my mind like it fluttered on that porch, while the setting sun painted gold our humble, lonesome torch. Oh, dandelion fell apart just as seasons change the heart. Petals drifting through the air like memories that start to tear. On gravel roads where dreams did part, there my soul's been left to chart. Through dusty trails and whispering winds, the love that ends where it begins. Years have worn the old paths bare and rusted out the gate, and the cabin by the creek lies silent, oh, the hand of fate. No more laughter 'neath the willows, no more rain on window glass, just an echo of your footsteps and the whispering of the grass. Oh, dandelion fell apart, just sprigs of heartache sharpened heart, scattered by the weeping sky, like the tears I dare not cry. On dusty trails where dreams did dart, there my heart's been torn apart by fleeting love and wandering winds, the tale that ends where it begins. Sometimes I ride through dying light where shadows blend and mix. Wonder if those fields recall the beauty we couldn't fix. Each broken stem and scattered seed tells a love that couldn't last, like the echo of our laughter swallowed by the prairie vast. So dandelion fell apart beneath skies white as our old heart, fading trails where lovers meet and whisper soft and bittersweet. Let them ride where memories start, let them heal this broken part. On lonesome winds that never end, the love that fades but won't pretend. In the quiet of the plains where my heart forever remains, still the dandelion parts in the wild that binds our itch. Underneath the oak where we first said hello, I pitched a tent as the sun dipped low. Scarf she wove hanging on a broken fence, each thread a whisper, each color intense. The campfire's glow lit up her smile. In that quiet town we stayed a while, but the campfire watched me leave. Amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. Years rolled on like tumbleweeds down old gravel roads. The cabin's empty where laughter once flowed. Her saddle's worn, rests silent by the door. No more rides by the creekside where we swore. Rain taps on the window like the beat of her heart. In a dance of shadows we're worlds apart. But the campfire watched me leave, amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave, trails have faded where we used to roam, in the wild lands that we called our home. A single oak leaf carried by the wind, whispers of the past where love had been. So the campfire watched me leave, with heavy heart and soul that grieves. Under starlit skies my lone plea is for the fire to forget, like she forgot me, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watch me leave. Yes, that campfire watch me leave.
Out where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I first saw her by the creek with her bucket pails. Silver laughter in the wind, scarf dancing free. Underneath that willow tree, she smiled at me. Her eyes like the flicker of a campfire's light, guiding my lonesome heart through the blackest night. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every sunset paints her face on the canvas sky, but it's her absence fills the plains where my memories lie. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the porch where we stood. That old house now creaks with secrets of the wood. Satellites dusty, my boots worn thin with Rome. The trail's grown over where we once dreamed of home. Her scarf caught on a bramble, faded now and torn, whispers to the prairie grass of love forlorn. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every raindrop writes her name in the thirsty ground, but it's her silence fills the air, a haunting sound. By the lantern's pale glow on this empty cabin floor, I trace the lines of time and unlock yesteryear's door. A single teardrop mingles with the ink on this page as I write of love once vibrant, now turned sage. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, carved so deep no seasons can its mark console. And as the stars witness my heart's quiet plea, in every dusty sunset her smile's all I see. Her smile, oh her smile, carved eternally. In the dusky shadow of the oak's embrace, there stands an old house on the prairie's face. Its windows blind eyes that once looked on mine, where the whispers of the past through the ivy entwine. Well, that old house called my name in the voice of a lost love's sweet refrain. Rustling leaves and a porch of worn gray, a saddle hangs lonely where we once used to lay. Years past the door hinges learned to creak, just like my bones on this trail I see. The scarf you left still dances in the wind, a specter of silk where our memories are pinned. That old house called my name, echoing walls of a gentle, smoldering flame. Faded trails and a sunset that bleeds in the quiet heart where forgotten love leads. Under the vast sky my confessions lay bare to the roaming sands and the chill night air. An old guitar strums a chord so slight, harmonies lost in the coming of the night. Yes, that old house called my name, a whisper on the wind, a wild untamed flame. With each setting sun and rising moon's game, I'm bound to the land where my heart remains. So I ride these trails where the lonely winds moan, an echo of a call from a place once home. A cowboy wanders but his story's the same, haunted forever by a house that spoke his name. Out where the sunset kisses the oak tree sleepy heads, we carved our names inside a heart upon the old porch slab. Her laugh was like the wind that dances through the canyon wild, echoed in the valley where we dreamed beneath the skies. But dreams like rivers twist and vanish in the plains, leaving just a whisper in the boughs where we once lay. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. In every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said, as it echoes in the trees. Now the gravel road's a friend, its dust coats my boots.
Each step away from what we had, a pain that roots and shoots. The cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest. Windows staring blankly at the life we once possessed. Her scarf still clings to the saddle, like her hand in mine. A faded trail of memories lost within the pines. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more. As the stars went dim and the cold winds tore, in every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said, as it echoes in the trees. Maybe roads are for the roaming, maybe nights for the lone, but each sunset bleeds the same colors where her smile once shone. And if pain is a reminder of the love you've got to lose, then I'll bear this cross forever, with her laughter as my muse. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more. As the stars went dim and the cold winds tore, now every fading light on these lonely, restless nights brings her back to my side, 'neath the ghostly moonlight. Yes, her laugh shut the door, and oh how it tore. Yet in the quiet of the dawn, I swear it opens once more.
Where the oak tree shadows creep, by the creek where the willows weep, there's a wheel half buried where lilies grow, marking love's passage soft and slow. Her laughter echoes in the breeze, whispers cross the Amarillo seas. That old wagon wheel, rusted red, spins tales of the love we once had. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds, and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever dawned, bound to the ghost the wagon wheel haunts. Years have worn the leather of my saddle, paths have changed, now let's travel. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing steps of a love long gone. Riding these trails dusk to dawn, the scarf she left now sun-bleached and worn. Gone dreams where wild roses sprout, leaving just shadows filled with doubt. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds, and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon tears on my face, each drop a memory, each storm a trace of a love so wild, like the Mustangs that run underneath the fading western sun. Wagon wheel, keep on turning, my heart's a campfire, forever burning. Ghostly love, ride with the wind, in the wild yonder where our dreams have thinned. Here by the wheel I stand, I hum, with the quiet whispers the wagon wheel taunts. In the silence there's nothing to flaunt, just a cowboy's memories, and the wagon wheel haunts. Out where the oak tree shadows fall like whispers, across the old porch where we shared that final kiss, there's an empty cabin on the edge of silence, where my heart still lies in crumbled reminisce. Wind through the doorway spins old tales of glory, dust from the trail where once our dreams did roam. The sun dips low just like the day you left me, in the twilight of our love's abandoned home. Love sleeps in the quiet places under stars that watched us then, riding trails now blurred and faded where hopes drift like dust in the wind. Oh, love sleeps but it never dies as the night claims the sunset's flames, in every shadow neath the moon's watchful eyes. In the silence I still hear your name. Gravel roads, they whisper of your footsteps. The rain recalls the tears that we once shed. An old scarf holds the scent of your laughter, fading slowly on the chair beside our bed. Spoke of love as if it lasts forever, but forever's just a moment passing through. Now I wander lost, a ghost in empty spaces. Every corner of this world echoes with you. Love sleeps in the quiet places under stars that watched us then, riding trails now blurred and faded where hopes drift like dust in the wind. Oh, love sleeps but it never dies as the night claims the sunset's flames, in every shadow neath the moon's watchful eyes. In the silence I still hear your name. So here's to the dreams on which the dusk is falling, to the whispered goodbyes and the time we borrow, and the heart that hopes beyond the grasp of sorrow, that finds the strength to greet another morrow. Love sleeps where the wild river bends, in the echoes of a lonesome endless sky. I'll carry you in verses till my journey ends, in the melody that never says goodbye. Oh, love sleeps but it never dies, caught between the earth and open blue, with every sunset that the dark embraces. In the quiet I'm still loving you. out where the oak trees shadow old gravel road. She laughed under stars, her scarf catching the glow. By the creek where the water whispered secrets so low, her voice sank into my soul, sweet and slow. Oh, her voice was a melody, soft as the dust, drifting over the plains with the scent of dry musk. But time like a thief stole her whisper away. Now I roam with her echo in the twilight's gray sway. The porch still creaks where we danced, free of care, but the cabin sits empty, just cold, thin in air. Gone like the rain on a hot, dusty pane. Left me with shadows and a heart full of pain. Yeah, her voice was a melody lost in the wind, fading fast like the light when the evening thinned. I reached for her warmth in the chill of the dawn, but turned to find the whispers of what's gone. Sometimes the scent or the way the wind moans brings me back to her laughter, her soft, gentle tones. Yet each sunset that bleeds into nights deep unknown reminds me some songs are too sweet to be held long. Her voice was the comfort I seek but can't hold, a memory wrapped in the warmth of her fold. As I sat on my horse and faced roads unknown, her voice sinks deeper in wild lands alone.
In the glow of the fading light drifts under the whispering oak tree shade, we carved our names young and naive on that old porch where the summer winds played. Her laugh was a melody, soft as the dust that danced round our boots in the warm evening gust. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, in the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past the dusty old cabin where memories were cast. The saddle sits empty, the trail's overgrown. A cowboy rides solo, his heart turned to stone. The scarf she once wore, now frayed by the breeze, hangs over my door, whispers sorrow and pleas. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, in the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Oh, the rivers may wander, the mountain might stand tall, but her scent in the rain, it haunts through it all. As the stars peek through the cloak of the night, I reckon love's a journey, not just a plight. So the sun dips low and my dreams take flight. In the fading light drifts, I'll find my respite. The oak stands witness to all that's been. In the fatal light drifts, love's gentle sin. In the fading light drifts, where my heart still lives. In the silence, my old soul forgives. In the whisper of the dawn, 'neath the old oak shadow long, I found her scarf, a piece of crimson tied to days now gone. The chill bit hard, the sky slate of unforgiving gray, by that empty cabin door where our love once lay. Oh, the cold morning left behind, with the warmth of her hand in mine. Now it's just the dusty trails and the echo of the pines. Sunset's fire burns, but not like her touch I yearn. In the silence of this wild land, to her memory I return. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds across these quiet plains, gravel roads and horses' hooves, the only remains. Where laughter filled the rafters, now just whispers to the ghost. On the porch where we once danced, my heart feels her close. Oh, the cold morning left behind, with the warmth of her hand in mine. Now it's just the dusty trails and the echo of the pines. Sunset's fire burns, but not like her touch I yearn. In the silence of this wild land, to her memory I return. Beneath the endless stars, I unload my saddlebag. Each item a chapter of love, every thread a rag. The wind carries stories of a fireside bright and warm, but now I face the chilly dusk alone amidst the storm. Oh, the cold morning left behind, where I've searched but cannot find, except for the rustling leaves speaking soft and kind. If love is a fading trail, let my weary heart prevail. In the dusk of these old tales, where her whispers sail. In the shadows of the past, with the sunset's last gleam, I ride this path alone, with her memory as my dream.
Out by the old oak tree where the soft winds sway, we carved our names inside a heart that day. Her laughter danced like leaves in autumn's playful fray. On that porch, under stars where we swore we'd stay.
but her smile washed away like dust in the rain, leaving trails of her whispers in a heart full of pain. Every sunset paints her face on the plains, her memory's a ghost town with love's remains. The cabin stands, but the light's long gone dim. Gravel roads echo where her footsteps had been. An old scarf she left, now threadbare and slim, hangs on the saddle, swaying at a whim. Her smile washed away like dust in the rain, leaving trails of her whispers in a heart full of pain. Every sunset paints her face on the plains, her memory's a ghost town with love's remains. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with the shadows, far from what was home. In the quiet of the desert, where I'm left to comb, her essence in the breeze is all I've ever known. Your smile washed away with the creek's solemn tune, in the hush of the night, neath the pale silver moon. If love is a melody, it ended too soon. On the wind she's a song, a lost sweet croon. Her smile washed away, but in my dreams it stays, a faded cherished memory through the endless days. In the rustling leaves I hear her soft phrase, her smile washed away, but her echo always sways.